My brothers and sisters, Yali Madat, I hope this message finds you well. As we mark the beginning of 2022, on behalf of the USA Jamaati institutions and Jamaati Mukhi Karme Saiban, I wish you and your families a safe and happy new year. I wish to share with you some thoughts on what we must do to continue to maintain the health and safety of our Jamaat in light of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus, and on some reflections of the year gone by and inshallah the opportunities that lie ahead of us in 2022. Regarding the continuing COVID-19 pandemic, the Omicron variant is far more infectious and highly transmissible, and because of this, in the last few days, we are seeing a surge of COVID-19 infections in our Jamaat, even in those that are fully vaccinated. Maulana Haji Imam, in his recent Talika Mubarak, provided guidance to the global Jamaat on this matter. He said, quote, "Given the unpredictability of the mutations and the spread of this virus, I reiterate to my Jamaat, as I have guided on a number of occasions, the critical importance of undergoing without hesitation or delay the vaccination processes initiated by the respective health authorities and to continue complying with all recommended safety protocols and guidelines." Unquote. In keeping with this guidance, we humbly urge the Jamaat to continue to take all available steps to protect ourselves and those around us. If you have not already done so, please consider the following: becoming fully vaccinated, getting the booster shot, wearing at least a tight-fitting 3-ply mask when in public spaces and indoors, maintaining physical distance at all times, and practicing good hand hygiene. As a reminder, Jamaati members 16 years and older are now eligible to take their booster vaccinations, and we encourage parents of children 5 and older to have their children vaccinated as soon as possible. The effectiveness of the vaccine can decrease over time, and booster shots are strongly recommended to increase immunity against the COVID-19 virus to prevent serious illness or hospitalization. In addition, we humbly urge the Jamaat not to attend Jamaat Khana if you have tested positive, been identified as a close contact, are feeling at all unwell, or if you have traveled internationally without consulting the latest Jamaat Khana health and safety guidelines. If you or anyone in your family experiences COVID-19 related symptoms, we urge you to seek care and get tested as soon as possible. As always, if you need further assistance, you can reach out to the Health Board via the Access Help Desk. Let's all take on the collective responsibility for ensuring that everyone around us remains protected by each of us taking extra care ourselves. Let us now reflect on the year we are closing and the opportunities that lie ahead of us. In a pandemic with global uncertainty, we have collectively managed to reach out to each other, perhaps even in more ways in some cases. We have been able to engage even more Jamaati youth through virtual camps, educational tutoring, and other mentoring opportunities. Our Ismaili Professionals Network continues to grow as more and more professionals and entrepreneurs derive value from networking, seeking and providing mentorship from industry leaders, and helping to open doors for one another in professional endeavors. We have focused on the importance of lifelong learning and launched a lifelong learning website to allow Jamaati members customized pathways to continue learning throughout their lives. We have continued our early childhood and our religious education classes, including interactive learning and dialogue sessions on so many topics of current interest in our ever-changing world. Our economic teams have worked with families to help plan for multi-generational wealth transfer and long-term financial planning amidst a changing financial environment. We have helped secure millions of dollars in loans and entitlements for small businesses and COVID-19 related support that the government and private lenders, including our credit unions, have offered. We have been able to welcome hundreds of new Afghan brothers and sisters who have come to the United States recently, with individualized focus on each family's needs by way of housing, children's education, job skills, and job placements. Our conciliation and arbitration board members have continued to assist many in the Jamaat navigate conflicts. Our health teams have assisted hundreds of families managing not just COVID affecting their lives, but also a variety of other health conditions, including offering second opinions and assistance with primary care through our vast network of Ismaili health professionals. Our professional and volunteer staff help Jamaati members deal with the mental and emotional health toll that this pandemic and life circumstances otherwise have put on our psyche and our mental well-being. Our volunteers have checked on and supported our elders individually and through so many virtual and, where possible, in-person programming. And the Jamaat in the United States has continued to collaborate on global initiatives also in this past year, from working with the Jamaati leadership of India and Tajikistan on education and sports programming, to coordinating with various AKDN agencies to support the global response to COVID-19. And through iServe, which this year has now transitioned to becoming Ismaili Civic, we have collaborated with so many civic and governmental entities to do our part and contribute to the fabric of our wider communities. And through the blessing of Maulana Haji Imam, we were able to begin construction on the Ismaili Center Houston, a milestone in the history of the USA Jamaat. All of this and much more has been possible because individual Jamaati members have selflessly volunteered their time and their talent so that we have a collective pool of dedicated volunteers serving the Jamaat at all times. To our professional staff, our ECD and REC teachers, and to all our fellow volunteers, we collectively, as a Jamaat, express our gratitude and our appreciation. As we reflect on this past year and the time that we have spent in a global pandemic, we realize also that challenging times often give us opportunities to grow and give us greater understanding of the notions of gratitude, unity, humility, faith, community, and kindness. Shukr, our Jamaat exemplifies all of these attributes. So as we look ahead to 2022, we have renewed opportunities to plan a future with optimism and hope. Maulana Haji Imam in his recent Talika Mubarak expressed his admiration for the Jamaat and provided us guidance as we look ahead. He said, and I quote, "The strength and resilience which my Jamaat and its institutions have displayed in coping with the damaging consequences of the pandemic have been admirable. It is my conviction that the traditional values of our tariqah, of commitment to the faith, unity, self-reliance, care, and generosity for others will serve the Jamaat well as we plan for the future." Unquote. As we reflect on Maulana Haji Imam's guidance, let us be discerning and intentional about what goals we set for ourselves. Let us commit ourselves to building for the future from a position of strength and confidence, to greater tolerance and understanding, to being generous with our time, knowledge, and means, to be kind and caring for others, to exemplifying the values of our faith in our daily lives, to finding and seeking out ways, large and small, seen and unseen, to do good and to contribute to our community and the greater good of humanity, to be humble and open in recognizing diversity of thoughts, of opinions, of backgrounds, of beliefs. In these challenging times, with the spirit of the new year upon us, each of us has the power to change our own lives and the lives of others around us through our words and deeds. Our Imam has often reminded us of the importance of spiritual contemplation, reflection, personal search, and prayer. In these moments, we can find peace and solace and emerge stronger to overcome adversity and challenges. And let us be intentional about securing the future of our future generations by investing in education, by ensuring that every child in our Jamaat has the support of the entire community to dream and fulfill their greatest potential, by being cautious but calculated in the risks that we take in business and professions, by exercising fiscal responsibility and planning, and by committing to lifelong learning. As we look ahead to the new year with optimism, courage, and hope for all that 2022 may bring, once again, Happy New Year to you and your families. Thank you for your continued support towards one another and the Jamaati institutions. I wish you good health, safety, happiness, and peace in the new year.